So you're thinking about moving to Vancouver and curious about one of the most prestigious neighborhoods in the city? This neighborhood that I'm in right now boasts stunning luxury properties like the ones behind me, multi-million-dollar homes perched high on the bluffs, giving you incredible panoramic views of English Bay, downtown Vancouver, and the North Shore Mountains. Combine that with top-rated schools, fantastic recreation options, and greater privacy more than you'll see in many other areas. This is the perfect place for high-end living. Now, have you guessed what this area is on Vancouver's west side? It is the neighborhood well known as Point Grey. And in this video, we're going to dive into all that there is to know about living in the Point Grey neighborhood of Vancouver's west side. I'm going to show you through the area, showcase some of the eye-popping properties from Belmont Avenue, which I'm standing just above right now, which is aptly named Billionaires Row. We'll also look at the multitude of options for recreation in the area, shopping and dining experiences, and of course, the schools available to your kids in this area. And if you want to know more about all the different neighborhoods in Vancouver, make sure to subscribe right down below this video, because in the coming months, I'm going to walk through each and every single area in the city of Vancouver to share with you what it's like living in Vancouver, BC. My name is Jonathan Lerner, and our team here at the Vancouver Life Real Estate Group, we get calls, we get texts, we get emails every single day from people just like you that are looking to make a move to Vancouver, Canada, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving the next 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us an email, send us a text, or schedule a Zoom call at the link right down below this description, and we'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Vancouver, BC. All right, let's dive into the neighborhood of Point Grey. At 3 times more park space than anywhere else in the lower mainland per person, Point Grey is prestigious for a reason. On top of that, it sits right next to Pacific Spirit National Park, which is made up of more than 874 hectares of forested land. The Point Grey neighborhood is bordered by English Bay to the north, which gives this area just the amazing views that you get, especially because much of it sits on a north-facing slope, which is where I am right now. To the south, you're bordered by West 16th Avenue, to the east, Alma Street, and to the west, Blanket Street. Education is priority here. Point Grey offers a range of educational institutions. For elementary school children, there are options like Queen Elizabeth Elementary, Queen Mary Elementary, which is the one right behind me, or you have French immersion at Jules Quinnell Elementary. Teens can attend the highly ranked Lord Byng Secondary or head on to UBC campus and attend at the University Hill Secondary there. Then you also have private and independent schools like West Point Grey Academy and Our Lady of Perpetual Help Catholic School are also excellent choices here, as well as several other private schools being just a short drive away. And then as for higher education, you have the world-renowned University of British Columbia basically in your backyard. When it comes to housing, what Point Grey is known for is what I brought up in the intro, which is huge luxury, multi-million-dollar homes and vistas. But with that said, there's a number of other alternative housing options in this neighborhood, and the majority of those are going to be single-family detached homes like along the street that I'm on right now. Now, changes to the zoning bylaws and Vancouver's plan to accommodate its ever-growing population is beginning to create more densification in the area, but it's really going to find those along the main arterial roads and not so much on the 1 block, 2 blocks back from those. Now, today, as I'm filming this, there are currently 9 condos for sale in the Point Grey area with a median price of just under $1.1 million. There are just 2 townhouses for sale with a median price less than condos at the moment of $1.032 million. There's 2 duplexes for sale with a median price of just under $2.4 million. And lastly, there's 61 single-family detached homes with a median price of $5.7 million. Now, as you can tell, living in this area is going to be reserved for those in a stronger financial position. Living in Vancouver and living in Point Grey would not be living without its ease of access to amazing recreation opportunities, and you will absolutely find that in Point Grey. First and foremost, you have 3 world-class beaches at your doorstep with endless options for walking, running, biking, taking the dog out for a swim, catching a game of beach volleyball, or skimboarding and walking way out into the water when the tide goes out, which is an amazing experience and is really absolute paradise for those who love the water and the beach. Next to the 3 beaches, you'll find 2 very well-known spots, the Royal Vancouver Yacht Club as well as the Jericho Sailing Center, which is where I am right now, and this will satisfy all of your water sport and activity desires. The Jericho Sailing Center here also has one of the absolute best spots and views in terms of the entire Vancouver area in English Bay called the Galley Grill, and it is amazing. And now, if you love forest and parkland, then just off from the water here, you have the UBC Endowment lands as well as Pacific Regional National Parks, which is over 874 hectares and 55 kilometers of walking, running, and biking trails, and even some horseback riding as well. Now, being right on the ocean and having the forest literally in your backyard, it truly is an escape from the city here without actually leaving the city. Luxury and higher-end living is also not complete without easy access to a golf course, and you'll find a great 18 holes of golf at the UBC golf course. We also have the West Point Gray Community Center for everything from swimming and tennis to the arts and crafts. And then lastly, we also have the Jericho Art Center, which is a 135-seat performance venue dedicated to helping the visual and performing arts really flourish here and be as accessible to everyone as possible. When it comes to shopping, you'll find unique options here. The intersection of 10th and Alma offers an offbeat mix of antique collectible shops, along with cozy coffee bars and really some charming small restaurants. Now, further up on 10th Avenue, where I am right now, 10th Avenue is the main route to the University of British Columbia and provides a more kind of practical mix of retail shopping. You'll find coffee shops, local restaurants, some upscale fashion boutiques, as well as jewelry stores here. Now, however, it's worth noting that most of these are not your everyday convenience stores. So, for example, it doesn't have a grocery store in the area. So you will need to venture out beyond Point Grey for some of your daily needs. Now, the other thing that's lacking in the area, although part of it's a draw that keeps it quiet and more private, is that outside of your recreation activities that I went through already, there's not much for entertainment options in the neighborhood and not much for nightlife. So for those of you that like to go out, you're definitely more limited in those areas, and you'll have to just go outside of the boundaries of Point Grey for that. In terms of transportation, Point Grey offers excellent access to the downtown core, and this is especially true going west, as it's the last neighborhood before you arrive on campus grounds at the University of British Columbia. The hard part that I've heard from many students who attend UBC who live in the Point Grey area is that sometimes they might have to wait for several buses to pass by them during the peak hours because they are full and they don't have room to take on anyone else onto the bus. When it comes to personal driving though, access to the main arterial roads is super simple and quick here. Traffic is rarely ever a problem, as it's primarily a residential area. Now, if you're a cyclist and love commuting on two wheels, there's also multiple biking routes for you to choose from. So whether you're drawn to the great outdoors, cultural experiences, or simply enjoying the unique charm of Point Grey, this neighborhood has really so much to offer, especially to those who want to be in the city without really feeling like they are in the city. Now, I hope this video gave you a taste of this really prestigious area and why it's a draw for those looking for a higher end living, but also just ease of access to the amazing amenities that this area has if you live close by. Now, if you gain some value from this video, please make sure to give it a like and then comment down below what your favorite part of Point Grey is, maybe your not so favorite aspects of this neighborhood. And if you've lived here or you frequently have been to Point Grey before, then please share your experience in the comments for those that are researching and checking it out. Now, lastly, if you are researching and you are exploring different areas of Vancouver to determine which will be the best area for you, then make sure to subscribe right down below this video and then click on that bell that shows up right after, because I'm making videos like these on every single neighborhood in the city of Vancouver. And by subscribing and clicking that bell, you'll be notified as soon as new videos become available so you can continue your search and find the info that you need to make the right decision for the best next move for you. Now, if you have any questions about the city of Vancouver or any of the surrounding cities here, or if you already know that you're going to be moving here, whether that's in the next 9 days or 90 days, then give me a call, shoot me a text, send us an email, or schedule a Zoom call at the link right down below this video, and we'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Vancouver and its surrounding suburbs.